Guys, most people believe that their reason for being broke is because they make less money or haven't had the right opportunities. But the truth is, for most people, it's not about how much money they are making or how many opportunities they have. It is what they are doing with what they already have. There's one thing that is quietly keeping people stuck in their financial situation, and unfortunately they are unaware of it. The thing is, people are spending money without even thinking about it. This is where people are spending money out of habit, emotion, or convenience. The problem is right now, in today's world, it's easier than ever to get caught up in this without even realizing it. Everything is designed to make spending money fast, normal, and even invisible. You are no longer making a decision. This is what makes it so dangerous. If you really think about it, spending money is not the same as it used to be. You don't have to go into some place and grab cash and even speak to a person. You can order food, buy clothes, or even sign up for services while you're laying in bed at night. And it only takes a few clicks on your phone and then it's done instantly. There's no time to even think about what you're doing. It's not like it's going to have a big impact on you, so your brain doesn't even register it as a big deal. It's just another part of your routine. But even though it doesn't seem like a big deal, your bank account is still being affected every single time. The biggest problem is that it isn't necessarily the big purchase that eats away at all of your money at once. It's the small, repeated spending habits that happen over time, over and over again, without you even realizing it. It's the coffee that you buy each morning, the food that you order just because you were bored, the random items that you buy online because you saw them and you thought that they were kind of interesting. Each one is a small amount, and you might think to yourself, well, that's not a lot of money. However, when you add it all up, you could easily be spending thousands of dollars on items that you don't even remember buying. That's money that you can actually have saved up to help you get your life further along. Right now, companies have become extremely good at making you spend money without you even thinking twice about it. They've designed apps and websites in such a way that keep you clicking and buying things quickly. They have designed these apps and websites in such a way that you just get notifications saying that, hey, this is a limited time offer, or this is a flash sale, and so on. This makes you think that you need to buy something right now or that you'll lose the offer forever. And unfortunately, when you're in that hurry, you don't even think clearly about whether you need the product or not. Haven't you ever just gone online onto a website, put something in your cart, and then you get away from the website, and then maybe a day later you get an email that says, hey, if you go back into your cart, we'll give you 10% off. This is exactly what companies are trying to do to you to make sure that you're executing those purchases as quickly as possible. They don't want you to save your money. They want you to spend your money. And a big part of this habit is the fact that we have subscriptions that simply take money away from us every single month without us even realizing it. You subscribe to a service and it may have been cheap or maybe got you a free trial, but then after a while you simply forget. However, this service isn't continuously taking money from your account repeatedly. It may only be a few dollars, but when you have several of them running concurrently, it can add up really fast. However, most people don't even take the time to think about the number of subscriptions that they have. As a result, money is continuously being spent without any realization of this fact. And it is exactly this fact that makes this habit so easy to ignore. There's also a pattern where people spend money based on how they feel in the moment rather than what they need. So when you're bored or stressed or even just looking at your phone, it's easy to start buying things to make you feel better. It's like a quick fix and a small reward. However, the feeling doesn't last very long, and then after a while, the feeling wears off, and then you're left with less money that you had in the first place. Then, of course, the cycle happens again the next time you feel this way. This is a pattern over time that becomes a habit that's hard to break, and most people don't even realize that they're doing it. Social media just makes this worse because you're bombarded with the idea of everything that other people have. You see people posting pictures of their lifestyles and things that they buy, of the things that they own, and then they make you feel like you need to have those things too. Even if you don't need them, you just start wanting them just because you don't want to feel like you're the one who's not keeping up with the Joneses, so to speak. And that's a way of spending money for the wrong reasons. You're not spending money because it's going to improve your life in some way. You're spending money because of the way that it's going to make you feel in relation to other people. And that's a very easy way to lose control of your money. But guys, before I dive into the details of why certain habits keep you broke, if you're gaining any value from this video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you could smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. Your support helps this channel grow, so please show some love by smashing that like button, commenting down below, and subscribing. Alright guys, now let's discuss the next segment. Alright, so the thing is, people are unwilling to face the truth. It's not always about how much money you make. It's about where it's going. The truth is, if you don't tell your money where to go, it will go where it wants to go. And it will go to things that don't matter. This is basically what autopilot spending does. Autopilot spending is where you spend your money even without realizing it. The next thing you know, you check your bank account and you have no idea where at all your money went. And the thing is, you can't even quite track or say where it went. This is one of the most annoying things when it comes to your money. Another thing is to understand how this habit will influence your future, as opposed to your current situation. The money you spend today is money that you will never have in the future. The money you spend today is the money that you could have saved, invested, or used for something much more meaningful. The money you spend today is the money that you can over time accumulate into something much bigger, but only if it is allowed to stay and accumulate. If you spend all your money as it comes, unfortunately, guys, this is how people get stuck in life without ever understanding why. It can also take a while to catch up once this happens. However, this doesn't mean that you have to stop using money or stop enjoying things. It means that you have to start making more conscious decisions. It means that you have to take a moment before you buy anything and just think about it. It means that you take a moment, you think about whether you actually need the thing that you want or whether you only want it at that moment. It means that you take control of the situation and not the other way around. Start making those changes. It's one of the most effective things that you can start tracking where your money is going. Most people don't do this, and that's why they're so surprised by their situation later on. When you see where your money is going, it changes your perspective completely. You start understanding things that you never used before. You start understanding what you are spending your money on and whether it's important to you or not. Once you understand it, it is much easier to change your behavior. And it is also important to understand that changing your behavior is not something that's going to happen overnight. You're not going to wake up one day and then suddenly become perfect with your money. But making small changes can make a huge difference. Even cutting back a little bit can make a huge difference in your situation. The thing is, guys, is that it's not all about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Most people give up on making changes because they expect things to change overnight, but again, it's not going to. At the end of the day, it's a single behavior that will hold you back or propel you forward. Spending on autopilot will slowly work against you without you even realizing it. But spending with intention will put you back in control. It will let you create something instead of losing something. You do not always have to start off rich to begin making better decisions. You simply have to begin to pay attention. This is where it all begins. And if you can adopt this early on, then you're already ahead of a lot of people. A lot of adults are still dealing with the same behavior and they have yet to get it right. This behavior is affecting their lives and their chances and their future. But you get to think about it differently just by watching this video. You get to create better habits before it's a bigger issue. This can totally change your life. It all starts with becoming aware of where your money is going and why. And guys, I want to thank you for watching this video all the way through. If you gained any value from this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could smash that like button, hit the comment down below, and subscribe. Your love and your support really helps this channel grow. So again, I really appreciate you subscribing, commenting, and smashing that like button. Guys, I post new videos every other day, and so I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.